Alright, Hacksters, I promised us a double feature tonight, and yes, I am hooking up the StereoPi and trying to get it working. So, this is something that was sent to us by Daryl at Crowd Supply. I'm very excited to try it. I actually lost one of the cameras and had to order a replacement for one of them. So now finally I've got the full like twin set here, and here's the mounting plate. The thing is with this that I think it would be the perfect next vision system for my robot Archimedes, and the thing is that this won't fit in there, and also these would be too far apart if I were to use the existing mounting frame. So he's not going to have the exact same eye span as a regular human being. Instead, I'm going to try and devise some kind of a flat plate to which I can mount both of these so that he can see in stereo with depth and everything. It's going to be so good, and I'll be able to accomplish one of my long-term artistic goals, which is being able to make a camera that can take long exposure stereo photographs so that I can do light painting in 3D. Anyway, really excited for that. But for now, let's take a look at the page for the StereoPi. It includes an example for an OpenCV depth map so that you could use its binocular vision to figure out how close and far away things are. Cool. What I've been doing so far is going through the basic setup. I already had a Raspberry and image set up. I connected the cameras, I connected the power. This is interesting. The StereoPi has a micro USB jack, but is not for supplying power. Instead, you do that through this, it's not exactly a normal JST connector like of the type I'm used to, but it is like a similar type of plug. And you hook that up to USB power. And then you can also use these extra little cables that came with it to provide an alternate power source. Where are they? Yeah. There's also some screws to attach the mounting plate that I showed you before. Since I'm not using that, I'll put it back in the bag. What else? How to install the cameras, the support plate, how to power up the StereoPi. I've done that! There's a quick equipment test. So, right now, we have lights on. You can't really see them. Here they are. Look at that! Look at that! When I plugged in Ethernet, you had little indicator lights for that as well. There's like a green one showing that was plugged in, and then an amber one that was, I don't know, maybe something, I don't know. This thing does not have Wi-Fi built in, as far as I can tell. So, yeah, you might have to go over Ethernet if possible. But I've got these two cameras plugged in. I've got it plugged into a monitor. Is it actually pointing at the monitor? Close enough. And yeah, a keyboard and mouse connected. So what I'm going to do is run the suggested examples and see if we actually get images out, because that would just incredibly make my day. Like, it's been a ridiculous day. Someone threw something through my window, a bird pooped on me. It's been a ridiculous day, and so I really would love to have some kind of a success. I'm not joking, that actually happened. So yeah, okay, oh yeah, in order to get to this point though, there was another extra step that you might not know about, which is that in order to enable the cameras to be able to be used, you had to put this dt-blob.bin file in the boot directory, which you can do by just putting the micro SD card into your regular computer, this thing, your PC, and putting that in the boot directory volume thing, the top level. Assuming I've done it right. We'll see. So what am I going to run? Okay, we're going to say, oh, cool. So I am using a fresh cooked Raspberry Pi image, as it mentions here. I have added that file, I've connected the cameras, I've opened the console, and now it's time to rock. Okay, so run raspi still -cs 0. I'm really, I really hope this works. You should see a 5 seconds preview from your first camera. Oh, it does! And it's upside down because the cameras are bending over backwards right now. That's really exciting. Okay, and then what about number 2? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! It's real! Oh, this is so cool! How do I do both of them at once? This is so cool! Wait, you can do it in non-GUI mode as well? Wait, so like if I was running Raspberry and Stretch Lite, which doesn't have the GUI, I could also do this? Really? Maybe? I'm curious. Since I can't SSH into it, I tried hooking it up via Ethernet to my PC, and it did not want to happen. So there's not really a good way for me to test that right now, unless I like exited the GUI or whatever, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm incredibly stoked! This is so cool! Why do I have them like pointing off in different directions? This is so rad. What happens if I try to run them both at the same time? Oh, I can't. Yeah, it just doesn't. Okay, whatevs. Well, you get a great picture of my shoulder there. Oh, I see, it runs them in succession. Interesting. Alright, nice! So, next step is to get these both running at the same time. And then we figure out how to take long exposure photos on the Raspberry Pi, which I know you can do because I've Googled it before. Nice. Extremely nice. Oh, Daryl, I'm so excited! It's finally happening. Daryl sends me all kinds of cool stuff, and I'm always like, oh, this is so sweet, I can build this thing with it, and then never do. But this is happening. It's gonna happen, and Archie has so many planned features for the next that I have to build this weekend. Stereo photography is a very good one. How do I get the pictures off of it? I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I do like that it isn't automatically internet connected either, because that's another like privacy thing. What was next? Yeah, and the other thing I want to do is get this Matrix voice guy running as part of its brain as well. This fella. Actually, yeah, that there is currently being set up to take chirp messages. If you watched the earlier video today, then you would have seen the link to that. But yeah, this is the Matrix voice. It has a microphone array, and they have just published a tutorial on how to get it up and running with Chirp.io, which is a data transmission over R2D2 sounds protocol. Very cool. Okay, alright, so next thing, how do I take 2 pictures at once and save them as one? That would be ideal. Create a set of left and right images. See, this OpenCV depth map thing seems like what I want. It just like, I just don't do the like next few steps, right? Maybe I should attach them to the plate for now, just so that I can test. Wow. Where's the actual... Oh, pardon me. Very exciting day. Oh, it's in the wiki. Duh. Let's see. We've done that part. DIY ninjas section. Am I a ninja? Cool. Is there like a... I want to see the site tree. Oh, here we go. How to connect power. GPIO pinout notice. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, burning out your camera. I need to know about that. How to burn out equipment. Fantastic. Oh boy. Do not use or check twice any ribbons other than the ones... Oh. I did use different ribbons. Wait, oh, then we're supplied with the cameras. Oh, okay. Mine came with like an official ribbon cable, so. Terrifying. Also, it's working, so. GPIO. Oh, cool. Oh, what? Wait, what? Interesting. Oh, this is actually great. You know why this is great? So they rotated the pin headers 180 degrees. That's fantastic. Because this means that I can use it with the bonnet, or not a bonnet, but I could use it with a bonnet, but more specifically, I can use it with the Matrix voice. Because look, right now it's got a little Raspberry Pi Zero attached to it. There's the camera. There you go. Lots of lag right now. Right now it's got a Raspberry Pi Zero attached to it, and the way that it's hooked up like this, that would not work super great in terms of attaching this StereoPi, because it's got too much in the way in terms of large bulky ports. However, I could flip it around the other way. Ooh, then there's no way this is all gonna fit in the head though. Ugh. So I guess I'll just have to do a bit of a physical redesign. I think that's okay. So what would I do? I'd put the StereoPi in the head, because I don't need all this stuff plugged in. All I need is the power cable, which is actually way more convenient than a regular Raspberry Pi, because it doesn't stick out to the side. It's just got these two little things. So let's see. This probably wouldn't fit. No, totally doesn't fit. Oh boy. That's fine. I can put it on his back or something. Then I could put the voice in the head. The cameras and the Matrix voice, and then all his little sensors would be in his head, which would kind of make sense. And then mount the StereoPi to his back or something, and just provide power to that. That'd be so cool. I wonder if I can fit it all on one. Oh, I don't know. The voice has also a little USB input there too. But you don't need to use the voice's USB input if it gets power from the Pi. It'll just take a bajillion amps. But it's only going to be running the... so it's not trying to do any wireless services, so that will save some amperage. And also, I'll only be using the cameras every once in a while to take a picture. So that'll save some power as well. So as long as I'm not trying to receive chirps and take a picture at the same time, I should be totally fine. I'm still not convinced there's enough space here to get everything in. Plus, it might short out on the Ethernet jack. Maybe I can just desolder the Ethernet jack. I mean, that's a thing. I don't think I'll ever use it. And that is a very strong possibility. Plus, that would... I mean, not that anyone's gonna try and hack this, but it would be extra secure. Yeah. I mean, you can still just plug it into a monitor and with a keyboard and mouse and do whatever. But yeah. Let's see. So what I wanted to do is take two photos and stitch them together. Okay, so I've already gone through the basics. I've looked at the pinout. There's also this forum here, which is very exciting. Stereo Livestream Playground. Whoa! Ready to use for experiments with 3D Livestream. Oh, that's exciting. Oh boy. HDMI stereoscopic preview. Okay, so that's its own little special image. But I don't think I need that. I can just, you know, I've looked for this before and found a result. So let's see, what am I trying to do? I'm going to search for, cameras, right. Stereo video. Oh, hey! Wait! RaspberryPi.org says stereoscopic photography with StereoPi. Okay. Hey! Oh, Alex Bate posted this. Cool. Check it out. Another awesome Alex happens to work for the Raspberry Pi Foundation, or at least did as far back as February, and or as recently as February. It turns out that Alex is also fascinated by stereoscopic photography. I'm fascinated by it for multiple reasons, but I got extra excited about it when I found out that Brian May is a huge fan of it, and in fact is like a founding member or something of the London Stereoscopic Society. Yeah. If you look at his Instagram, it's like he's the lead guitarist of Queen, by the way. There's tons of like 3D stereoscopic photos on his Instagram. It's great. Oh, look at this though. This artist in San Francisco, Carl Pisaturo, also had a ton of really cool stereoscopic photography rigs and plates and stuff. Da da da! Yes, this is what I want. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. Wait, how do you do it though? Tell me how you do it. Okay, I've got to talk to Alex about this because we gotta nerd out on this. They have a link for a printable case. That's exciting. Okay. I'm gonna watch this video real quick. It's probably gonna kill my stream. Wow, cool. Wow. So you can live stream your aquarium in stereo? That is really cool. Oh. Alex, we gotta nerd out on this. We gotta have like it's perfect because we're like we're name twins, right? Two Alexes. Oh, I really hope she comes to Maker Faire. Oh boy. Okay. It's 11 p.m. and I'm definitely getting super nerdy right now. Okay, we're gonna do it though. So here's the 3D models they're talking about. Here is... Oh, that video was by the person, Realizator, Realizator? I don't know, who created this. This must be the Vert2Real company founder, or whatever. Let's see. Oh, wait! You can download the original file here. Hey, here we go. Okay, so capturing video. Oh my god, amazing. Wow. Oh, this must be this with the SLP image. Cause they're using. Wait, oh no. What if I use this? Yeah, it's the same command. I was just using this. Raspberry still. I'm so excited. Dash 3D. SBS dash W 1280 dash H 480. Oh, I'm so stoked. Dash 0 1.jpg. This would be easy to automate. Oh my goodness. My mind is already exploding. I don't think I can handle this right now. I'm gonna screw these cameras onto the plate just so that I have a flat and well-distanced, well-ranged, placed, I don't know, arrangement of the cameras. I'm not gonna peel off the plastic because who knows if I'll use it in the future, and want it to still be nice. Look, they've got these little bolts and nuts to go with them. Very nice. Where's my tiny screwdriver? Not the tiny screwdriver, but a pretty small one. Where is it? Small screwdriver. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Doop-de-doop. Gonna take these, and I'm gonna actually look at the reference thingy. How to install cameras to support plates, just because it helps to look at the thing sometimes. Oh, they have a video. Okay, yeah, it's obvious. Great. I'm gonna pull these, take these nuts off of the bolts. Doop. Doop. It's weird doing live streams of hacking around because typically I would be listening to like the Tron Legacy soundtrack or something. So just like, if you're watching this, overlay it, okay? And you'll get the vibe. But since I am streaming and I don't want to get blacklisted, I'm not gonna do that. So my assumption is that it's something like this. We stick the thingy through there. We put the nut on. I'm only gonna do one for each. But then they might be misaligned, like angled weirdly, so I don't know. Doop-de-doop. I might not even need the screwdriver, we'll figure it out. Oh no, come back. I probably should do this with the device off, because then I won't run the risk of shorting this out if I if I drop a nut, but I'm too impatient. That is one of my great weaknesses. I'm just excitable, you know? Go on there. Go on there. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. That's camera number 1. Or 0 or so. Oh no, I put it in. Oh, okay, we're doing it this way. That's right. Oh. This is definitely an exciting night. I'm really stoked because A, it solves the question of what to put in Archie's eyes, and B, it allows me to realize a long-held dream. I'm so excited. Maybe I'll send this to Brian May. Oh, if anyone out there knows Brian May, you should put me in touch because I want to interview him about the Red Special, which is like his custom guitar he built with his dad. It's so cool. The whammy bar is like a knitting needle, and it's made from an old mantelpiece, I think, or a fireplace. Anyway, cool. I'll take this off. Ho ho ho! Moment of truth! Okay. So now we have the cameras installed on the StereoPi plate. I'm singing for no reason. I'm gonna put this in his little Archie arms, wings. Then we'll just get a picture of the ceiling. That's great. How about not? What if I put, no, okay, where can I put this? Put it on Trio. Trio is my other robot that I'm working on. Oh! Oh no, more potential shorts everywhere. Okay. I'll just set it up like this. There we go. That kind of works. Ah, yes, good. Okay, so here's the camera setup. It's just like propped on my little robot there. And I'm going to, I mean, actually it's good if I have this camera kind of in the way because that'll be another layer of depth so I can really see if it's got good stereoscopic quality. Okay. Let's up the brightness a little bit. And, okay, I'm about to run the command. Just gonna hit enter and hope for the best. Invalid command line option. Oh, I put an equals instead of a hyphen. That's what comes of not wearing my glasses. I hope this 3D option. Oh, whoa, hey. Oh, I've got something weird happening here. I've got like a, what? I guess it was like a, was there a countdown on there? What is SBS? Stereo something? Okay, let's try this again. it might not realize that it has two cameras. It might be trying to take one wide photo, which I hope is not the case, but we'll see. I forget how to view images on the Pi. There's like a command line option that you can do to view an image without going through the whole to the file directory. Oh no, hey! It is. It's a super weird photo. Cool. Oh, that's bigger than I thought. Okay, let's see. Does it work? Gotta make it smaller to be able to test it out with my human eyes. Uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. Zoom out. How do I zoom out? Oh boy. Also not what I wanted. It says at 100%. How do I full screen? Zoom out. There we go. Okay. Maybe I should have my glasses on. Where are they? No clue. My scarf is in my salsa. Okay. I'm not doing very well at this right now. It can be hard to do, depending on like how big it is and how close you are. Okay. That doesn't seem to quite work the way I would expect. But, I mean, it probably just needs some processing or something. Uh-oh. But it is working. It does take pictures from both cameras. Oh, that kind of worked. I wonder if I were further away, if it would work better. Let's try that. I'll move the camera. And, oh, that's right. Now we're getting meta. Whoa! Just put this down. Move these instead. This is very confusing. Okay, have you look at there. Yes, and I'll have you look at me. Oh, you're on an angle. That explains it. Partly, I think. An extremely janky sort of prop setup here. Okay, that's good enough. All right, let's try it again. It definitely doesn't seem to go immediately, so. Let's try that. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it definitely would have overwritten number 2. But that's fine, because number 2 sucked. Here we go. Okay. Is this worthy of the horns? We'll find out in a second. Oh, they have slightly different color profiles and stuff. My guess is that it originally shipped with 2 that were tuned to each other to be very much identical, and in losing one of them, I kind of messed that up. I don't know where it went, honestly. I wish that had not happened, but let's see if this works. This is very difficult tonight for some reason. Maybe my eyes are tired. Let me go grab my glasses, actually. Librarian Alex. Okay. This may be a calibration thing. Oh wait, it's also like slightly tilted. There's another thing, which is that sometimes, like, it depends on which way it's set up. There's two different ways of viewing these images, and sometimes your eyes kind of flip them, and sometimes they don't. So that is affected by like which one is on which side. I'm gonna see what happens if I like reflip these. The question is, how do I get these off of this computer? Maybe I'll take like a few more examples and then try to get these off the computer, off the Pi, and onto my PC. Uh-oh. And then see what we can do with them in terms of post-processing. Oh yeah, and then we can turn the lights off and try some light painting and see if that comes true. Oh, we should do the Buddy Jesus look. Okay, what else? Maybe just like a depth look at something around here that isn't super, it's all gonna be super messy. I should just give up on it. Oh, maybe Archie. Behold thyself. Ooh, it's very meta. Oh, you know, another part of it might be, if they don't take them simultaneously, maybe stuff just moves, because my hand is definitely moving. Okay, we'll see if that works. So now, what I'm going to do is shut this down. Sudo shut down. Now. And pull out the SD card and see if I can find the images on the volume. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. But I'm going to try. I could SCP it if I could SSH into the thing, but I can't. Nonetheless, we will see what we can do. Okay. Unplugged it. Oh, you know what else is cool about this thing? It has an on-off switch. I don't even have to unplug it. I can just switch it off. Ha! That confused me at first because I didn't see that until after I had been staring at it being like, I don't see any lights coming on, and like thinking I'd done it all wrong for a minute. Yeah, it has an on-off switch. So good. I love that. Yeah, so we're pulling this out. It's even got the little... That's my favorite, is when they do the thing with the micro SD card where it clicks in. It's like spring-loaded. So good. So I'm going to stick this into my computer. And see if I can pull these pics off of it. I do really doubt it. Like, I don't think they're just going to be stored on the boot volume, because that would sort of be super not good for privacy. Yeah, no. How do I do this? There's a whole weird process for using flash drives with the Raspberry Pi that's really annoying. I might just have to look that up. That's probably what I should do. I should store the images on a flash drive and then be able to just pull that out. I have a small one that would like easily fit inside there. So then I just have to swap some files off of it onto another one. Exciting. Okay, Raspberry Pi, flash drive. It's probably just gonna come up with like how to flash your card or something. Oh, how do I access a USB flash drive? I have totally Googled this before. This is probably ancient. 2013! There's an article on this. Create a mount point. Okay. So then this is like mounting the drive is something that I would have to have auto run on start, which is totally something that you can do. And I think I talked about that actually in my Raspberry shutdown restart button. Raspberry shutdown restart button. There we go. Oh yeah, here we go. You go to rc, etc. rc.local, and then you put this. Okay, cool. Neat. So we can make it auto run on start to mount the flash drive. This is not. This is from elinux.org that I'm looking at right now. Oh boy. Creating partitions is covered in a separate tutorial, TBD. This is not a thing I want to get into. This is why I'm not a software person. I do not have the patience for this. Oh boy. There's gotta be a simpler way. There's gotta be. Like, since 2013, we must have, like, when's the last time this was updated? Probably recently. I'm gonna feel bad. 2014. Okay, so there's gotta be something more recent. There's gotta be a good way to use a flash drive. Here's one from raspberrypi.org. Ooh, here's an instructable. Here's Raspberry Pi spy.co.uk, but that's still from 2014. Identify the device's unique ID. Create a mount point. Manually mount the drive. Oh no. I'm gonna just Google around for a minute and try to figure out if there's a simpler way to do this now. Because I really want there to be a better way. Is the fact that all the articles are from like 2014 a bad sign here? Is it bad? I feel like it might be bad. Build a NAS. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Look at this. They've got it attached to like an actual grown-up hard drive, it looks like. Wow. That's ridiculous. Yeah, okay. Good defaults. Identify the drive. Create the partitions. Oh, no. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't. I really don't. Oh, why? Oh, I should just do it. I should just stop whining and do it. It's so weird, because, okay, so the thing with the way that I tried doing this already, right? I tried using an Ethernet to USB cable to plug it into my computer, enabled sharing on my Mac, so that I could share its internet connection over USB, And this is something the chirp guys taught me, actually. Thanks, Dan and co. Then you run arp-a to scan for devices on your network, and you can ostensibly find the Pi. I even enabled SSH by adding a blank file called SSH in the boot volume, but that does not seem to have helped. I was unable to SSH into any of the IPs that were listed on the network when I ran arp-a, which is frustrating because it seems like if it were a permissions issue, that would have been fixed by adding the SSH file. Since new Pis have SSH disabled by default, which is good, but in this case, maybe preventing me from connecting. So that didn't work. That was plan A. This is plan B. Or plan B was use a USB flash drive, but I hate how it looks. Maybe later on in the weekend I'll give up on whatever that... I'll give up on trying to make something else work and just do the terrible flash process, but there's gotta be some better option, you know? Connect to storage. Wait. Raspberry and will, when booted as far as the GUI, automatically mount any disk type device plugged into the USB port and offer to open it for you. Oh! Hey! Or, as is more often the case, you may want to mount a disk when the Raspberry Pi is running a project that doesn't involve anyone getting as far as typing startx at the command line, and that is what you do to start the GUI. As such graphical fripperies aren't necessary for most connected devices, which is definitely true for Archimedes. Whoa. Plug in a USB drive. Remember that the Pi is not happy to power drives itself. Either use a powered drive or plug a USB flash drive into a powered USB hub. Interesting. This is from 3 years ago, but that's interesting. Ugh. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can avoid that whole process. So I guess I'll... Oh, so gross. Let's see. What's the next thing I want to do? I want to figure out how to do a long exposure. PiCam... Wait, no. As Pi still long exposure. Since this is what we were already using. I know that with Pi camera you can do a long exposure, but here we go. Building a network of cameras around Australia to monitor nighttime weather conditions in remote areas. That is so cool. Takes it 67 seconds to take the photo and give me back control of the shell. So it's going to take like an entire minute. And that's just for like a single still photo. Wow. So you can do 10 seconds exposure time. So let's try this. And there's got to be like another flag. Wow, look at all the options in Raspberry still. Oh, I can just do this. Okay, so the second command listed here differs from the first one in that it doesn't have the -e PNG, so I guess that like its default file type is a JPEG, and then you can add a flag to make it take a PNG instead. This is cool. Okay. That is good to know. I'm going to leave that tab open, and this is how I always end up with 80,000 tabs open. You can't see my tab bar, and believe me, you should be very thankful for that. So let's see. Oh, this is the same one. How to increase the camera exposure time. I don't want to try to Stack Overflow for business. Ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Here we go. My best night mode nightmare for Raspberry Pi cameras with these settings. Raspberry Pi still, and then you give it those width and height. Oh, okay. So I can use my existing width and height settings. Okay, let's try this with the added 3D or whatever modify. Oh yeah, I need to plug this back in. Oh right, I need to put the SD card back in. Let's eject that or unmount it from my computer. Oh, it's already done. Okay, so I'm gonna yank this out and hope it doesn't. It's been having some. My PC has not been liking USB devices recently, so it's always a bit of a crapshoot when I remove something. But it seems to be behaving today. Okay, so I've put the SD card back into my Pi here, and I'm going to switch it on again. The fact that I can just do that is wonderful. Just having an on-off switch is so satisfying. So we're booting up again. This is not going to have the right angle, but it's close enough. I'm going to put the camera back on Trio. Tighten these bolts down just a little bit. Should start the GUI up in a moment here. There we go. Now in order to do a long exposure, I need to cut down the light here. So I'm going to do that. Well, I guess first I'll get the command set up. And here we go. Here's the last command that I ran just by hitting the up key. Get better focus on that. Yeah, there we go. And now let's have a look at this. So we've got the Raspberry Pi still part, we've got the width and height. Let's add S1 is going to be slow 1. And then I guess up here is where I'll put -ISO 800 -SS 6 million. Is that 6,000 milliseconds? So what would it be? Like that would be 6,000 seconds. 60 seconds isn't so. What? I don't know. -PR 80 -CO 100. I wonder what all these are. I mean, I could go into Raspberry still and figure it out. They say shutter time in microseconds. Huh! Microseconds, wow. Oh, brightness and contrast are BR and CO. Very cool. This is from VLK on Stack Exchange. raspberrypi.stackexchange.com. Thank you, VLK. All right, and then you can take more pictures and calculate the average or median. I'm not going to be able to do that because I am going to be having moving light sources. Oh, and so for that, let's see. What about if I just use my macro camera? Because that's got a rainbow neopixel thingamajig. That might... It could just kill the cameras entirely, like totally wipe them out. But we'll see. So I'm going to turn off all the lights and play around. This is something I can't do during the day, so it's great. Neopixels. Ah! Okay. They're attached to a camera, but hey, that's actually kind of useful. I've got like a little stylus or whatever. Woohoo! There we go. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to be using as a light painting wand. And we're going to turn off the lights and test it out. Are there any comments yet? I wonder. Mohib says, how much is this board? Let's find out. Multiplex the cams. Oh, hey! Hi, Jay. Hi, Mohib. Any pin conflicts, though? I'm not sure about if these pins will conflict with the ones on the Matrix voice. Gustavo says, Alex, ¿por qué tan noche? Porque yo tuve un día muy interesante y por eso es que estoy en la oficina muy, muy tarde. Pero ahora funciona porque tengo que usar darkness. Anyway, I'm a little rusty on Spanish, but is this a new version of the Raspberry Pi? This is a version, it's called the StereoPi, and it uses the Raspberry Pi Compute Module 3, which is, when I was researching this before, I found out that you can only run 2 or more cameras on the Compute module, not on the regular Raspberry Pi. So I was extremely excited when Daryl sent me this from Crowd Supply. To answer Mohib's question about how much it costs, let's go to the Crowd Supply page for the StereoPi. It is $69 for the Slim Edition, and it depends on like what all you want. So these bulky connectors that I was complaining about, which also are enabling me to plug in my keyboard and mouse, you can get it without those, and then you can get the standard edition, which does have these big ports on it for Ethernet and whatnot, for $89. Jay says he listens to the Iron Man soundtrack while tinkering. That's great. Christian asks if I am hacking the NASA mainframe. Not just yet. Stick around for a bit. Christian says, is this HTML? I'm not sure what you mean by that, because we are just putting commands into the Raspberry Pi. Unless you were talking about the wiki. SQL? CSS? I don't know. I didn't have the mic up to my face, but I'm assuming you heard all that. Jay says, test it, test it, test it! Yeah. So, Rodrigo says, can someone provide a project example where we'd use a stereoscopic camera? You're about to see one if this works out. And Christian says, hi from Holland. Hi! Okay, turn off the lights, make the thing go. Alright. I need to down my screen brightness as well. Okay. Hi. So I am back. And I'm going to Turn that off. The Raspberry Pi, the computer monitor itself is quite bright still. Here's how my light painting thingy looks. And we're gonna see if this will work. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try doing it with just one camera on in the way they suggested. So, alright, so 6 seconds. I'm gonna draw like a spiral. I'm actually not sure, you know what I should do? I should draw numbers and then see how many of them it gets. I'll do that in the next test. This might be too bright also. It could overexpose the sensors. This is taking a long time. I'm not sure if this one is oh yeah, it's just, oh no, that's way too bright. Okay, that's not working. Let's try a little LED throwy instead. Oh boy, yeah, that is, yeah, not what we're after. Also, I think if I turn the monitor brightness down, that will help. But it does do a long exposure. Raspberry Pi, brightness. Oh wait, you know what? I have controls for this on the monitor itself. Lol. If I can find them. There we go. How do I... down, down, down. There we go. I think that's done it. All right. I must have a... I'm actually having a weirdly difficult time finding just like an LED and a battery. But we'll get there in just a second. Promise. Do, 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 do. What if we do a less long exposure? Oh my goodness, where are all of my 3-volt batteries? Found some. Nice. This is still quite bright, but we'll see. And what if I reduce this to 1 second? Let's try that. Okay. Oh, that's terrible. It's too sensitive. So shutter speed, I'm not sure which way it goes, but I'm going to change that to 500,000? Let's see what happens. If it takes the two pictures in succession, then that's going to be a problem. If it takes them at the same time, then that's good. Ah! No! Don't try to start your browser, you don't have access to anything. Oh, it's not doing well. I've asked too much of it. No, stop that. You don't want to look at the internet. You can't do it. What do you mean you didn't shut down correctly? You've never opened Chromium. Maybe it has. This is a Pi SD card, as I was mentioning, that I already had set up and I've done a few things with already. So who knows? I'm gonna put this mic where you can actually hear me talk, but I don't have to wear it. Sorry for any shuffling noises there. Okay, that appears to be synchronized. I need to make it, I don't know if you can make that out or not. There you go. So, those are clearly taken at the same moment, which is extremely good. All I need to do now is adjust the sensitivity. Oh, cool. And so all of these are set to long exposure for nighttime photography. ISO, I think, is the sensitivity. So if I turn that down a lot, I'll be able to do more stuff. Okay. How does ISO work? ISO photography. I think if I just turn it down, it'll work. But let's see. ISO settings in digital photography. Oh, let's see. The lower the number, the lower the sensitivity of the film, and the finer the grain in the shots you're taking. Okay, cool. Let's try messing around with that. Let's close this, because, among other things, it's very bright. I need to turn this brightness down some more, I think, because I think the monitor is going to be interfering with... Uh-oh. No, other way. All the way down. There we go. What if I just make this super huge? And I switch windows when I want to do other stuff. Alt tabs, my friend. Okay, let's turn down the ISO a bunch. What if we put 80? Why not? Go for extremes. I'm gonna name this one S2 now, because S1 was actually moderately successful. I'm glad I'm recording all of this. I'll have to write it down later on. So, no, okay. S2.jpg. That looks like a good light level. Now, what I've been doing so far is kind of 2D. And what I really want to do is get 3D light painting images. So I might have to go on a little bit of a field trip. It's taking a minute to open the thing. There we go. Okay, cool. That's a pretty decent exposure level. In fact, it could go darker. Because I especially just want to see the light itself. That's the main aim here. So what if I turn it down to 40? So now I've got the shutter speed at 500,000, so I think that's like half a second, which is nice. Although actually I want that to be longer, because I want to be able to get a whole... So I really want to reduce the ISO. Oh, wait, I changed the wrong thing here. That's the brightness. Oh, I mean, I could do that too. But I want to mess around with the other bits first. Let's take this back up to 100. Or 1 million microseconds. 1 million microseconds, 1 second. And divide this ISO in half again. And see what happens. You really didn't get much of that, did you? But then again, it's really hard to tell when it's actually taking the photo. Let's see what happens. No, that got nothing. Oh no! I think this shutter speed is too fast. It's still only getting like a very small interval. I'm gonna try this again, just in case I was like off the screen or something. Or mistimed. I'm just gonna do it constantly. Okay, this should be better. Ah, no. No, Alt-Tab. There we go. Okay, okay. This should have some depth information. Because I was doing circles sort of toward and away from the camera. So hard to merge this with my eyes. So unfortunately, when, although I can get my face to be overlaid, it's really hard to get the two light circles overlaid. So I'm wondering what happens if I can flip these. Wait, what happens if I just like straight up flip the image? That doesn't do anything, does it? No, I think you have to like exchange them for each other. If there a way to do that, can I just like select? No. I have to do this on my like regular computer. So yeah, getting images off of here is gonna be a priority. But in the meantime, let's try a couple more experiments because we're already here. I'm gonna make the shutter speed longer. Twice as long, and divide the ISO in half again. I don't know if it's a linear scale or a log scale, I forgot. I think the f-stop for the something or whatever else. I have only a vague understanding of photography. But let's try this. Oh, and new file name. Okay. Oh no! I guess maybe the first few images that it takes are sort of for calibration, like it was saying on that site. And so I really need to just like hang out until it's really finished at the script. Oh no! Where'd the LED go? It's on the floor now. Haha, found it. So let's run that same command again, since that wasn't a good capture. Okay. Okay. I still moved before it like completely finished the script. Okay, but that looks pretty decent. For light painting, I actually don't mind having some ambient light. I think it kind of looks cool, so that's fine by me. And let's see. I'm assuming that this one still won't work for me as a sort of straight up 3D stereoscopic image, but it's still pretty cool though. I will put all of these images up in a Hackster project because I'm super stoked on it. So now I think that we've done a bit of testing, and that's a good stopping point. So what I'm going to do now, in this incredibly harsh light, I've also run into a bunch of stuff and messed up my hair, it's great. What I'm going to do now is try to get these images off of here, which might involve the dreaded mounting of the flash drive. Oh, I really want to avoid that. I do have a fresh flash drive that wouldn't be a huge pain. Okay. We'll do it. I'll do it. So Mohib actually visited San Francisco today, and we were commiserating about the fact that we both work really weird hours. So like, if you're still wondering about why I'm broadcasting at midnight, it's because, you know, it's sometimes just easier to do stuff at night. You know, I'm a nerd. I'm a night owl. Not all nerds are night owls. Jay gets up really early, it's super weird, but, I certainly am a night owl, and, let's see. Ah! Someone says they can speak Dutch, in Dutch, and I cannot speak Dutch, but I can kind of read it. Which way, lad? Don't know what you mean by that. But, okay, let's... Oh, you know what, though? I can either have... I think I need a USB hub. Or I can just try and do this without a mouse. Which I think is feasible. Where's the mouse? Which one is it? It's this one. Okay. Commencing operation not using a mouse. Attempt to get files off of Raspberry Pi. Oh boy. Okay. The drive is plugged in. We're in the GUI, so okay, yeah. Sure, open it in the file manager. Sure, great. But I think what I want to do is something separate. Because eventually I'm not going to be able to do this in the file manager. It's just going to be in Archie's head. StereoPi. Trying to pull up that thing about, yeah, this is where I got that command, so let's save that. This was from, wait, is that the one? Wait, where did that other thread go? Oh no, that's a different thing. Okay, sorry. What I want is flash drives. Yes, yes. Oh, you have to format it as FAT? That makes sense. Okay, unplug it from the Pi, plug it into my computer. Well, actually, it did recognize it, so never mind. Plug it back in. Oh, easy. I accidentally... See, this is the problem with spring-loaded micro SD card slots. I just accidentally pushed it in, and the card kind of came out, and then I pushed it back in again. So maybe, like, those contacts are kind of long. My guess is that it didn't actually get past the contacts, which is why the Pi is still going. Oh no! Failed to execute. Oh no. Oh no, it really doesn't like me. Wait. Oh, I was just doing some weird hotkey. Okay, cool. We're fine. We're good. Everything's great. Yeah. These lights are really making it impossible for you to see what this screen is doing, so I'm just gonna go back to my computer where things are not totally blowing up. StereoPi forum. Does this person say how to get it off of there? I do want to flash drive. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. This is from only 3 years ago. Your cutout and keep guide to using the command line on the Raspberry Pi. Removable storage. Bam. Connected or mounted. Okay, so plug in the USB drive. Oh right, it doesn't want to power the drive itself, but this one seems okay with it. Maybe it's just beefy enough to handle it. So I need to unmount it. What if I just hit, do I just type mount? Nope. What if I just say, oh interesting, unmount is umount. So sudo umount, remember my sudo password for this, /dev/ then I'm gonna see what happens if I tab complete SDA. Nope. Oh boy. Control C. So I'm gonna do ls/dev/sda. What is it? Cannot create temp file. That's super weird. ls/dev/sda star. ls command not found? That doesn't make any sense. I wonder if I messed something up by putting the mouse on there, or by opening up all those weird windows. Can I alt-tab to them and then close them? Escape. Oh yeah, I can just escape out of them. Cool. There are all these like open box errors that I don't know what I did, but what do you mean no ls command cannot be found? That's so weird. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well whatever. Oh wait. No, yeah, it's a Unix system. That's really weird. Let's see if anyone on Facebook has an idea. Because justice never sleeps. And yes, Jay, Archimedes is a night owl. Officially. I'm just gonna say that it's SDA1. Sudo umount. Not with a Y, with a T. Sudo umount /dev/sda1. And I'm gonna hope that that is this, sudo command not found? Okay, something is clearly wrong. I'm gonna reboot it and see what happens. So, it could be a problem with the flash drive being plugged in. What if I just do like sudo nano something or other? Sudo nano blah dot text. No, it still doesn't like the command. Wow. Okay, yeah, we're gonna restart this. Wait, then how am I gonna reboot? Oh, wait, if I unplug the flash drive. Now does it like sudo? No, but I can plug the mouse back in. Actually, can I do just straight up reboot now? Or does it require sudo? No, yeah. Oh my god, it doesn't recognize reboot. That's horrible. And it's not recognizing the mouse. Oh, I have to do a hard reboot. Oh, but that means that I get to use my power switch to do a hard reset. You couldn't see that, but I was just very smugly flipping the power switch on and off. We're just rebooting now. With the bright lights. Oh, I need to plug my computer back in. There we go. If you chose a version, yeah, without the GUI included, then you would have to type startx like back there to make this thing boot. That's what someone was talking about. Slight panic. Always slight panic. It's like my constant state of being. Slight panic about Maker Faire is why I'm here right now. I'm gonna be here again tomorrow. It's still booting, but okay, I'm gonna test whether it recognizes sudo before and after I plug in the flash drive, just to see if that's causing problems. So, sudo nano blah.txt. Okay, that works. Right, now I'm gonna unplug the mouse without pushing on the SD card and plug in the flash drive. And yeah, it recognizes the thing. Hit enter. Oh, sure, we'll open it in the file manager. Great, okay. Now, do we still have sudo control? Yes, good, okay, cool, great. That means I should be able to run these other things. So, do we have ls/dev/sda star? Yes! Oh, fantastic! That's beautiful. Okay, so we have /dev/sda and /dev/sda1, which is a beautiful result. So now I'm going to do the whole sudo umount, because we have to unmount it first. sda1. Cool, and it closed the thingamajig, the file manager, which implies to me that it has unmounted it. So now, that is the first or only partition on dev/sda. Oh, I'm out of water and stuff. I'm dehydrated. I've already found the disk, so I don't need to do that part. Okay. Wait, why do I need to remount it? Do I? I need a mount point, somewhere to place the device on the file system hierarchy with appropriate permissions. Create one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So sudo midair /media/usb sudo change mode or mod, however you say it, /media/usb. Okay, and I should only have to do that once. So now we mount it. Sudo mount -t vfat. Is it vfat though? I don't actually know what format it is. /media/usb. I'm following this guide on raspberrypi.org from the Magpie, which is called Connecting Disks with the Command Line. Okay, yeah. vfat or NTFS or ext2 is the file system type. And if I don't know my file system type, I guess and this doesn't work, I will just have to reformat it as fat or whatever. I don't know if that worked or not, but we'll find out. Raspbian knows which disks to to mount a boot time by reading the file system table. And we could put our dev SDA one in there, but if we start up with 2 drives plugged in, the wrong one may be selected. I don't have to worry about that because I'm only ever going to plug one in. Bum, 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 bum. And I want to be able to swap out different disks, in fact, so I don't want to use a UUID that's specific to the drive. Editing with Nano, blah blah blah. I don't need to do this on boot yet. In fact, you know what I could have done just then is just like, oh yeah, you know what, I don't even have to have this plugged in all the time. I can just stick the drive in when I want to, get the pictures off, and then pull it out again when yeah. I'm overcomplicating this. The drive doesn't always have to be in Archie. That would just be, well, you know, it would be easier that way because I wouldn't have to boot up the GUI and go in here in order to copy the files off. They would just automatically store onto the drive. That's what I want. I want there to always be a drive plugged in. It automatically stores the photos to that drive and programmatically names them so they don't overlap. And then when I want to get the photos, I just pull the drive out and stick it in my computer, then stick it back in, as opposed to what's happening right now, which is that I have to boot up the whole computer, hook it up to a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and then manually drag everything onto the drive. In fact, I can't drag anything onto the drive because I don't have my mouse plugged in. Wait, you know what we could do? We could do this super janky thing of where I swap out the keyboard and mouse plugs, so now I have no keyboard, but I can drag stuff around. It is so janky because unlike the Raspberry Pi, you know, 3 Model B or whatever, I only have 2 USB drives or slots. So here's the Pi thing, and here's my USB drive. In the /media/USB directory that we just created. And so I've expanded that. I'm going to go back to, is it in Documents? Desktop? Definitely not desktop. It's just in Pi? Oh, I should have given it like a directory. Here's a recording I made a while ago that didn't really work. Or did it? I don't know. As you can see, there's like a ton of, with errors. Oh, no, permission denied to open the thing. Oh boy. What if I just yank the drive and plug it back in again? And we just pretend that that whole thing with unmounting and remounting never happened. I really hope that it doesn't want to do this the entire time, because I don't know how the permissions are set. Oh, this is why I hate software. So little patience. What if I go into dev, SDA, it's not here. If I reboot it again, will it go back to how it was? I don't think so, but we can try. I have, as you can tell, very little patience for messing around in file systems. Do I have to I already mounted it. And it has permissions and stuff. What is 775? Permissions. Oh boy. Yeah, no. Still getting errors. I'm gonna reboot it and see if that helps. If not, then, you know, as you've seen, I prefer to try and do it the brute force messy way, and then if that doesn't work, I'll reluctantly do it the actual proper way. I like doing the things of where you, you know, 3D print stuff and screw things together and whatever. Let's see if anyone's saying anything on Facebook about how to fix this. Yeah. 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 It's rebooting again. Once I really want to get these files off of here tonight because I want to be able to juggle them around in an image editor on my computer. And if that happens, then I will go home and go to sleep happy. Otherwise, I'll go home and go to sleep sad. Or just be here forever. You know, I've definitely been here 3D printing stuff until 5 a.m. That's a thing. Actually, about a year ago. Here we have the computer back again. Okay, and by the computer, I mean the Raspberry Pi. Oh, I don't have a mouse. And I rebooted it with the flash drive plugged in, so actually that might have caused some weirdness. So now we have the mouse. Actually, let's look at the file system. I should really just plug in a hub, but I can't remember where any are right now. So we've got Pi here. If I look in dev, do we have SDA? No. What if I type in here? Need a hub. ls/dev/sda star. Okay, it's there. And before, it gave me a little pop-up when I plugged it in. What if I unplug it and plug it back in again? If I wait like 10 seconds and then do it. Oh, I gotta shoot Alex an email. This would be so cool. I really hope she's coming over for the, Oh, hey, yeah! It says, the USB was removed without ejecting. Please use menu to eject before removal. That's great! And now it says removable medium is inserted. Come back. Where's my mouse? Did I switch over to the keyboard again? I did. This is ridiculous. Okay, here's the mouse. Okay. Okay, cool. Yes. Where is it mounted? It's in media. USB. Okay, cool. Control N. That's not going to do anything. Okay. But it's already open. Okay, so it mounts as USB 30FD. Cool. Probably USB 3.0 fat disk or something. Okay. We're a long way from automatically storing the files on a drive that is automatically mounted when we boot up the Pi. But we have just gotten the files off of the Pi onto a hard drive, flash drive, and now we can eject it somehow. Actually, how do I eject this? Does it have like a... this? Oh, cool. Top right, apparently. Eject. It is now safe to remove the device. Oh, okay. 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 Moment of truth. One of many. I'm going to unplug my webcam and you know what? I didn't have to do that, but I did. So I'm gonna turn the Pi off again using the GUI this time. Shut down. And then I'm gonna turn it off with my off switch, which I'm unreasonably happy about. Sophie Wong and I geeked out about off switches for wearable tech recently on our interview, which you can see on Hackster.io/videos, or just go to Hackster.io and it's like one of the 4 featured videos on there, or on Facebook. And yeah, we had an awesome chat. It took forever to edit because it's like an hour long. You're gonna love it. Go watch. We talk about off switches. I know that you were really excited about that. Oh, yes, good. Okay. For a second it said 0 items on the flash drive, and that was very disconcerting. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have these images now. This is great. So we have those sort of boring ones that I took. I'm going to just open all of these up except for the recording.wav. And then I'm going to show you the preview window. Window capture device. Window capture 7. Finder, no, preview. .jpeg, 13 documents. Okay. What was that noise? Mysterious. Okay. Here is our window with stereoscopic images. And I'm going to try swapping them around, which I think is going to require creating a new, like a duplicate of one of these. So actually what I'm going to do is, oh, I should first copy these to my computer. There we go. And then I'm going to duplicate one of them to use as sort of a scratch file. Can I do that within preview? Oh, preview is crashing. That's no good. Yikes. Let's just eject the USB and force quit preview and do a sort of scorched earth approach. Yeah, that's not working at all. Okay, force ejected the disk. Whatever, I've got the photos. That's all I care about. So now we're going to try opening these again, but I'm going to make a duplicate image. And then we're going to play with all of those. And hopefully preview isn't going to hate me as much this time. Come on, preview, I know you can do this. Oh, it really doesn't want to, though. Oh, it quit itself again. Oh, hey. Okay. Great. We're really running into some unhappy computer here. Alright. Need more water. Almost done here, though. Oh, preview, still crashing. Oh, no. Well, it seems like maybe this is a good place to wrap up the stream, go get a glass of water, go to sleep, and I'll put up the pictures and play around with them, and then put them, you know what, I should just do one. I should just do one. I can never stop. This is a problem. Okay, let's try one of the cool ones though. This last one, S5. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna open both copies. You can handle that, right, preview? Oh, why are you still beach balling? It really doesn't like it. I think it's because I have a billion tabs open in Firefox as well. Like my processor is just going like flat out. But hey, we have this video or window now. Ta-da! Yes, good. Good, yes. So here's both copies. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab, whoa, this is going to be quick and dirty. I'll grab this and paste it over to the left. And then I'm going to go back into the original and grab the left one and paste it over to the right. Hello, paste please. I would like you to paste. There we go. This is about the messiest, worst way to do this. Okay, now we're gonna make it super small and see if it works better for my method of doing stereoscopic photos. Actually, that needs to be a little bigger. It does! Oh, that's pretty fantastic. That totally works. That totally works! I made the thing! This is so exciting! Oh my goodness. I have 3D light painting! This is so cool! I've been dreaming of this project since at least 2017. Like the middle of 2017 is when I first wanted to start building this, and it's been 2 years! And it's real! This is so cool! Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is gonna be Archie's eyes. Yeah. It's so cool! Oh man. I'm gonna do it again. Let's see. And then you like overlay. Oh my god, it totally works. Oh my god. Yes! This is so cool! I'm so stoked. Ah, fantastic! So, there you have it. StereoPi, from just having everything sort of plugged together to taking our first stereoscopic photo to, I didn't take video, but that's just because that's not what I'm really interested in. There are examples for that. I've never seen anyone else do stereoscopic 3D light painting, and I just love the idea of it because it's this idea of freezing a 3D object. So I'm really into holography, making holograms, and this is like a sort of 2D low-tech version of that. I mean, yeah, a different technological version of that, where you don't need special light conditions, but you do need to do something weird with your eyes. Another way that you can do things like this, actually, is to make a GIF with it, where it flips back and forth really rapidly between the two pictures, and you see that as 3D anyway, so I want to try that as well. There's so many things to do with this, and right now what I need to do is figure out how to make it automatically do that on the Pi. Besides the whole thing about having it automatically save and stuff, but for something like Maker Faire, this is good enough. I would want to have a script auto run so that it will, based on my Raspberry Pi shutdown and reset button, I want to have a script automatically run such that it will detect when a button is pressed and then take a stereo photo and name it something unique each time, which is pretty trivial. And then, yeah, I guess for Maker Faire, all I will do is have a drive plugged in, and then afterwards I will pull out the drive and manually process any photos that look especially cool. Obviously this stuff would be happening in the like dark room or at late night events. And then later on, I'll make it so that it automatically saves them to the flash drive and automatically flips the sides, or does that, in the process of taking the photos. And then the other thing that I need to do is make the Matrix voice work and also figure out how I'm going to put this inside his head. No, that's right. Yeah, I don't need to put the... Oh, right. Yeah. How to arrange all of these components on Archie, because I think the Matrix voice is going to go inside his head. The cameras are going to go inside his head. I think a speaker eventually is going to go in there. And then it seems like the StereoPi is going to be running everything. I'm so stoked on this. And that will be external because it doesn't fit inside his head as it currently stands. I could make a bigger head, but I don't really feel like it. It's a lot of 3D printing, which I have to do overnight basically because it's loud and it takes a long time and I have to leave my computer sort of plugged in over there and can't do videos. Yeah, so it's 12:20. I got my I got my dream to happen. I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna check the comments one last time before I sign off. Stay optimistic. Eureka! Yeah, Eureka is good, huh? Alright, good night everyone. Hack on.